First question, have you ever thought about why God placed you in the family, city, and nation that He did? If God is truly taking the experiences of our lives and weaving them together to make something meaningful, then it's not meaningless where we were born, the family we were a part of, the people we know. These things may appear to be utterly random occurrences from our perspective, but from God's perspective, they're not. So we're to try to understand and live a very thoughtful sort of life. It doesn't mean that there's some deep theological lesson to be learned from every random encounter you have at Starbucks or whatever. It just means that we should be thoughtful people and wondering, I wonder what this might be. What am I supposed to, how am I going to grow from this experience? Is a big question we should ask. Second question, what life experiences have been very difficult to understand and how have they shaped you? What have been difficult to understand and how have they shaped you? I've known a lot of people in my lifetime who are very successful leaders, and they all have one thing in common. They all had a defining, negative, even catastrophic experience in their lives. How they responded to that experience shaped them and prepared them. It could have been a crisis of, I'm at an absolute loss for what to do with my life. Or it could have been some kind of an injury they sustained that made it impossible for them to continue down the path that they had been a part of. Or they found that they didn't have the physical qualifications necessary to do what they had really always wanted to do with their lives. Or there was a death of somebody close to them, or they were part of a tragic experience, or something like that happened. Bad things happen all of the time. Of some people look at those experiences and learn from them, and not in the sense that they just say, well, every cloud has a silver lining. I'm not talking about that kind of thing. They actually will say, you know what? I have two choices in the way I respond to this. I can choose to respond by becoming more bitter, or I can choose to respond by growing, by becoming better. That's the idea. The third question to focus on God's providence is, what life blessings have been given undeservedly to you and how have they shaped you?